Oh, this is different. It's raining, T-Rex. We have to go out in the rain again. Oh, there's some blue sky though. It's 7:30 in the morning. And yeah, we are still up here at the mountain, Mount Mansfield in northern Vermont, where the air is white up in the higher elevations. We get some white rain. Yeah, it's snowing up top right now on the edge of a upper level cold pool coming out of southeastern Canada. And the blue there on this 850 temperature map is cold enough for snow, mostly just higher elevations as that comes in through the day. Today, we're going to have intermittent Mount Mansfield medley, they call it here. We picked up 1.73 inches of rain in the last 24 hours. What drought? Eric is asking me about the drought. I don't see any signs of a drought. How much rain at your house last night? I think in the lead so far with another day to go here in Maine. Rockland, Maine has had 2.58 inches since Thursday. It's been raining in New England now for 4 days, something like that. Down around the hood in southern New England, Cape Cod, Mashpee comes in with about 1.5 or so, and Boston area just about an inch. And you come up to southern New Hampshire, also 1 to 2 inches of rain. So yeah, like I said, what drought? It's rained every weekend. It looks like it's going to rain again next weekend. The buds are budding on the trees here. You can see they've changed so much. When we got here, what was it, 2 weeks ago, we were head-high snow on T-Rex. And now the lawns need mowing. And there is a party. It's tailgate season, right? We moved our party from the parking lot to indoors today in the den, where yesterday I had the privilege of talking to Spike. Tracy, he's been a groomer here and on the ski patrol, and tells me a few of the secrets to moving the snow around the mountain. You guys are like magic elves every night going out there and stitching it back together. There's plenty of snow up on the mountain, but you got to get it down to connect to the lifts, and much appreciated you doing that. This is the final day for lift-served snow skiing here at Mount Mansfield, even though when I show the GFS in a few minutes, you're going to see there's more snow in the forecasts coming right up. Hopefully I'm showing you some snow video from today already. All right, we'll be right back. Well, all righty then. This was not really part of the plan. I thought the snow might be starting to wind down by now. It's just about 11 o'clock, but instead it's ramping up. Look at the radar. What a huge backlash of snow and rain on the north side. So the upper level cool pool is centered right over Vermont and New Hampshire right now. And there's a little bit of a surface low on the coast of Maine. This is the system that just keeps on giving from all that rain yesterday and that warmth. And then another thing we couldn't get right this morning was the wind forecast. When we were out there at 7:30, the over easy was going across the street and the Forerunner lift was spinning. And since then, the wind ramped right up at 8 o'clock. They had to change their plan. So there's no over easy. We're running the shuttle, and there's no Forerunner quad to the top. There's the Sunrise that goes 3/4 of the way up at the top. They built just for days like today when it's too windy. Oh my goodness. So it just started turning white down here in the grass just this minute. Friends Josh Worth in Montgomery, Vermont, looking out the door saying, Tim, this looks like 2 or 3 inches per hour, and that is aimed south right toward us. And Vec went out. He said it was bare ground at about 10, and then he went out at 10:30, and there was close to an inch of snow at lower elevations. So all of a sudden, we have an overachieving event on our hands here. And so we're not even going to bother going to that high-res NAM. It is what it is, and I'm just going to kind of watch it and enjoy it. My videos on Sunday are usually called Not in a Hurry Sunday, but I am kind of in a hurry. I want to get over and watch it snow, and there's a band playing at the den. So, you know, it started snowing here back in October. We had that early foot of snow. That was about 195 days ago, and here we are on closing day, and we're snowing over an inch per hour right now. Wow, wow, wow. Now you're probably watching, if you're in southern New England, you got a little bit of sunshine going on, your temperature's in the 50s, you're like, TK, give it up. Well, I can't. I'm just fascinated. It's utterly captivating, as Darius on Cape Cod calls the weather. utterly captivating. So I'm going to be here calling the play-by-play the rest of the day. That'll be in tomorrow's and more. So let's do the weather so we can get to today's and more. And we're just going to go with the big picture, GFS. And I'm going to try and go pretty slowly here. There are a lot of changes going on. First of all, our surface low and our upper level low are looping around east of Maine right now. And there's the purple and the blue, the snow and the green as the rain is pretty much done by about midnight, if not a little later, in eastern Maine. A chilly high-pressure system comes in tonight, and tomorrow morning could be a little frosty where the wind lets up, but obviously it's more windy than we thought it was going to be. And that high goes south of us, and all of a sudden the warm air advection happens. And it may not look that impressive over the Midwest, but there's a major severe weather outbreak with tornadoes happening tomorrow from Minnesota down all the way into Texas. So that's going to be a frightening day. We talked a few days ago how it might be a 978 low going into Canada. Well, it's no longer a 978, but it is in the 980s. So that's a powerful storm that's going to go north of New England tomorrow night, and Tuesday we are in the warm air advection with showers and a thunderstorm, but the front is going to be sheared right out. The front is going to fall apart, so very little rain, and now we're dry for Wednesday, so that's a big change in the forecast, and cold air advection, but not that cold, just kind of cold up in the sky, and maybe it would be 80 on Tuesday, and then maybe it would be 60 on Thursday, something like that. And then Thursday night, here comes another warm front coming at us, and there's another rain to snow situation happening over the Great Lakes now. We've been talking about Friday, May 2nd, watching the Arctic air. We've been stopping our maps here every day now for about 3 or 4 days, so let's do it again. And every day we do this, the low is farther north, so we are squarely, no question about it, with this trend and consistency on the warm side of that front on next Friday. That's May 2nd. The 993 low to the north of that, very cold, but that 510 isn't there anymore. We don't see that 510 thickness there anymore, but we do see the 522 and 516. So that's wintertime chill. They're moving into the Midwest. So now let's keep this going. That front, of course, it's a Saturday, Friday night and Saturday with the showers and the downpours, and a new low developing right on the front next Saturday to keep our streak of wet Saturdays going. And this time it looks kind of cold, like cold enough that, what is that? Starting to change to snow. Oh my goodness, we're getting into Sunday. It looks like an upper level low with a new surface low developing over New York Sunday night and Monday now, May 5th. And May 5th, that low is deepening. Now we're getting into Monday night into Tuesday, May 6th. And that is a wintry looking May storm with elevation snow, low pressure deepening below 1,000 millibars near Portland, Maine, in 9 to 10 days. The odds of that really happening are pretty low, but the fact that it's even showing up is a spectacle in itself. So it looks like winter trying to pull a 5.0 on us here, starting with right now. Well, this is the 240-hour. Sorry, I kind of skipped ahead there. The 240-hour map shows a big upper level low and still some precipitation around here now out to Tuesday, May 6th. I'm not even going to show you the accumulation map for that because it was kind of nutty. If that were to occur like that map showed, then we would be talking about inches of snow much further south than where I am standing right now. So winter just not done. And the forecast part of this is done. And it's more of just, here's what's going on right now. And I'm not sure what's going to be going on in 3 hours, except for I'm going to go across the way. And I like to call it not in a hurry Sunday, but I am kind of in a hurry because I want to enjoy the band and watch the snow. And I don't know, somebody's probably hiking up to the top. Maybe somebody will show me their camera from up by the Octagon, where we would love to be having the last chair at the Octagon up 4,000 feet, but instead we're going to be at the Sunrise because it's so windy and so snowy. So we're snowing well over 1 inch an hour right this minute in Stowe, Vermont. That's all I can do is right this minute. On closing day, first snow here was 195 days ago, record early foot of snow. Did I already say that? And so the Enmore, yesterday we started off with heavy rain and then skied in that and dried out and then went up. Made new friends again. Nick, no matter how cool your shirt is, somebody else is cooler. I'm talking about your shirt, Nick, is cooler than my shirt. And then today, meeting Jason and Val on the slopes and having a pretty fun morning, a little bit from this morning when I thought that was pretty impressive how hard it was snowing around 9:30, but now it's just kind of off the charts impressive. So the Enmore covering mostly yesterday, and then most of what we're doing today is in tomorrow's and more. So I really appreciate your watching. There are the gardens. They'll be fine. A lot of nitrogen released in the gardens when it snows like this. And boy, is it coming down now. All right. And more and more and more. Here is yesterday. Want to go skiing?
Yeah, of course I do.
All right, let's go. Come on. He's kidding. He's here for a conference. Yeah, the show must go on, right? Out the door weather and more. Any kind of weather, including this. It's, see, people out the door. There we go. Where are they? We're walking the dog. Got to do these things. I just want to see how much snow they move to the base area. So I'm out here sort of in a reconnaissance mission to see how magical the Legion of Groom is with the snow around here. Amazing what they do. From the air, it looks like they did find enough snow to reconnect for a path that we can put on our skis to get over to the Forerunner. And that white stripe yesterday was completely gone down there, and they rebuilt it last night. They being the magical piston bully Legion of Groom. Where are you guys? You need a toast. Beers on us. Lit up like a Christmas tree. Let's see. I think the greens are open and the blues are maybe groomed. It's a very tall cloud we've got here today, like 4 or 5 miles high. There's all that snow we had a couple weeks ago. Remember that pile of snow they made for pond skimming a couple weeks ago? It's all right here now. Rebuilt last night to get us over to the lift. A little sad. The rest of the world goes home. Weather turns like this. 8:03. I'm a little late. It's good texture. Skiing in the rain can be good. Hard to stay dry no matter what you wear. But I'm just so impressed with the grooming. There's the natural snow condition. It was 40 inches a week and a half ago. Now it looks like about maybe 8. Making a video, even though I might not get my Ian back in my phone. Yeah, this is what we have. That big, wide expanse of perfectly groomed, fairly wet snow here at Mount Mansfield. This is below 2,000 feet. A billboard at the top of Forerunner announcing nosedive is not groomed. It might have been helpful, but the groom trails are really nice. This just is not one of them. Nosedive mostly covered with snow until you get down here, but not groomed. Makes it a little challenging. Good workout. River crossing down here. Yeah. National. I think National's open. Pond's open. The other side of the mountain is groomed. Headed for Lake Champlain, are you? Yes, we are. The operators of these machines rebuild roads, snow roads every night. I think there's a depth sensor that tells them how deep the snow is. Is that right, people? And they build these snow roads to keep the lower lifts connected. This is where one of the big stashes of snow was, right here. There was a pile. Look at it now. Perfect corduroy barn. Oh yeah, you need sunglasses now, T-Rex. We've got blue sky. There's a blue sky sighting over Mount Mansfield. People are walking back up to the lifts through the trees. They just built that snow road right there last night. There it is. An inch of rain this morning, sunshine this afternoon. Close to 70 degrees. What do you see, Rex? What do you see? You think you're tired? Try walking up these hills. No matter how cool your shirt is, somebody else's shirt is cooler. What's your name? Where you from?
Eric, I'm from here.
Eric,
Oh.
TK, weatherman.
Oh, yeah, TK.
Good to meet you.
You too.
Eric. It's 3 o'clock, and what's behind us is behind us. What's in front of us is a bunch more snow. Well, there's snow up there, believe me. Lift line, we're stitching it together in the last hour of the last Saturday of the season. At least we got company. What's not to love when you can go up the top of a mountain in 7 minutes? Someone's biking over there. And touch the clouds practically. It's steaming. The snowpack is like dry ice. Dew point near 50. Condensation. What a fun sky, huh? Is this Eric behind me? Another cool shirt guy. And that's Mighty Mo, slow and steady man. There goes Eric. Into the steam. Future snow. Water vapor. Beautiful clouds. Look at the layers. Layers, Jerry. Layers. Levels. Lifty on the lift. You did more skiing than lifting this year, huh? Lifty? Mike? Did you do more skiing or more working?
The goal is to ski.
How many days you get this year?
114.
Nice. Wow. Good job. So tomorrow, you gonna come out tomorrow and join us?
I'm working over easy.
Working over easy? I'll spell you for a few minutes so you can come do a run. Good to see you, Mike. Thanks for watching the videos every day.
Yeah, I grew up watching you.
Oh, man. Am I that old? Are you that old? There goes Mike. I think he wants another ride, another lift ride. So the clouds are building again. Looks like it's going to start raining again in a few minutes. Let's see if Mike can get another lift ride. What kind of bird was that? Trees took a beating this winter, huh? How pretty is this? Look at those clouds. I guess hayride maybe. Last run of the last Saturday of the season. Remember the sign over here? About a month ago. It was barely sticking out of the snow. About 4 feet ago. And look, thin cover. When you can see that sign, it's thin cover. Hear the birds? More and more and more. There's a bird. Just for fun. Hello down there. Thanks for a great winter. You come back as snowflakes again. October, please. Thank you. Last run. Let's listen to the birds. Happy bird. Seriously, I see one of the little birds. See if I can zoom in on him. Oh, it just took off. If we hear piano music, that means it's almost the end of the video. But then something always happens, and I make more and more. But for now, checking out from 2,600 feet, Vermont's tallest mountain, last Saturday of April.